get this set up before I get in front of the camera, make sure it doesn't cancel or say something went wrong. Got my microphone on, yes. And testing 1, 2, 3. I've just got to, all right, it doesn't seem to say anything's going wrong at this stage, so it must be good. I'll just bring up the page so I can see everybody's chat. So g'day, how's all going? Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru all the way from Australia. And I'm going to do a cityscape today. It's something I haven't done in my channel. And I do a nice easy one for a beginner on my full-size canvas that I normally do. I'll make sure the volume's turned down. So I'm just bringing up the chat here so as I can acknowledge your comments as they come through. What's going on? There we go. All right, so I'll move that to the other screen, which is over there, the bigger one. That way I just look in one way, I can move my brushes. And you saw the reference pitch in the thumbnail. Where are we? We've got to come back now. Back here. I just designed that on my iPad, and what I'm starting to do is design pictures on my iPad, full screen. I'll show it to you later on in the video as well. It's just something basic, but what I do is I see if the colours are going to work for each other, and these colours look good. It's sort of a sun-setting, night, evening cityscape scene, and hopefully this live doesn't trip me up too much. What have we got there? So now I can see some... if you can't find a retarder at Hobby Lobby, look for it online. You can find everything online, okay? So we've got Judy, Joanne, Bruce Anderson. G'day, Bruce. How are you, mate? We've got Angela Young. G'day, Angela Young. Going to like and share to the group. Thank you very much. And good morning, everybody, says Barry Redburn. Barry Redburn is from Geraldton, north of Perth, where I live in Western Australia. The Gero Dero, Gary Redburn. Now this is a free tutorial. All my videos on my channel are for free. They're free content. Okay, so knock yourself out and try and get involved with a few of the different subjects I have on my channel. And if you're watching the replay, there'll be links in the description below, and you will be able to click on my video link and just see exactly how many videos I have here. There's a few other links there as well, check them out. And for you watching this live free tutorial here, this is a super chat, so that enables you to say, you know what, Ian, you're not a bad bloke, here's a couple of bucks, and you hit that grey $sign just where you write the chat down there, and you send content my way, and it helps support me. And if you're watching the replay, there is a donate button as well, all right? Thank you very much. All right, let's get on with it. I think I've got everything set up. One thing I haven't. Let's see, this is the thing when I go live. You get to see all the nitty gritty. So here's my cupboard. I've got to open the cupboard. What am I looking for? Paper towels. So I'll grab a new roll of paper towels. I tried to get everything set up for this live, but no matter what, things still get left out, you know. Hopefully the sound's good and the lighting is okay. All right, let's get me, oh, hang on, my wire's caught everywhere. Suppose that's why on TV they got other people there holding wires, making sure everything goes to plan. Does that... Okay, let me get over there. And I'm going to try and read and acknowledge your comments as they come through as well. But if I'm getting busy in the painting, do excuse me for not answering your comment. Bloody moth on the wall up there, eh? Get out, moth. All right. Thank you, Angela Young. She's just set off the super chat here with her first donation. Thank you very much, Angela Young. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. We got people from Canada. Sorry, I meant to say hi from England. Manchester says gospel. My son's just moved to Manchester and he loves the place. All right, what do we got here? So first, I want roughly a middle line where the water and the sky are going to meet. I don't want it too much in the middle, because if it's in the middle, it means the bottom area's got to be a lot of bigness. So we'll go about there. Pencil going to work? Oh, right on the wood. So I want it a bit under half, okay? Because just remember, you beginners, wherever you put your horizon line, this is going to be a cityscape and a sky. So I'm allowing more to happen in that area, okay? If I put it just bang in the middle all the time without thinking, you've got to try and even things up. And the water is not going to be as exciting as the top half. It's still going to look cracking hot, but we got less room there to worry about more detail, okay? So where you put your horizon can be important. But these sort of things you learn as you go through your art journey. Now, when I've got time, I will be doing my edited versions of YouTube tutorials, my free tutorials there. And but at the moment, I haven't had any time. I haven't been on for a while. I just don't have any time. I'm busy with work. What do we got there? Judy Hawthorne, thank you very much, Judy Hawthorne. She's just sent in a donation on this super chat. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Who else we got there? Cyber hugs back. Patricia Lewis, hi Ian. Picture's beautiful. Now I'm going to bring you over here and show you. I'm just getting my palette set up first. I've just got a glass palette painted white on the underside, so as I can see what paints are on there. And I'm just grabbing the colours I think. So I want my Indian yellow. Indian yellow, where are you? See, I should have set all this up first before going live, because now I've got to frig dig around. Oh, where's me Indian yellow? Where are you? I love Indian, there it is. I love Indian yellow. It's such a beautiful colour. Deep. I've got to get more. One of my beautiful friends online there, mum's the word, but they sent me some donation to buy some bits and pieces. So I'm going to go out today and spend that money and buy some paints. I need some more paints. So we've got Indian yellow. I'm looking at red. Red. I'm going to use this permanent alizarin, or I'll try the magenta, quinacridone magenta. So I'm getting these colours there. And phthalo blue. Oh, I should have done this before, you idiot. Anyway, once we get started, things will be happening, all right? I'm putting them in a long line on my palette. I don't know if you've noticed, because the brush, I can go that way. That's just the way I film, the way I paint, my habits. Looking forward to seeing this one. Thank you very much, Angela. Hello, teacher, says Ping Yang. G'day, Ping Yang, how are you? Maria. Thank you very much, Maria. And g'day, Cobber, says Anthony Gray. G'day, Anthony. How you doing, Cobber? All right, what else is there? And some black. So I'm gonna go for carbon black. Yeah, well, he can go there. Can't wait to buy more paints. I'm really running out. And what I'm doing, the colours that I use in this tutorial, if you're watching the replay, will be in the link in the description below. And I just like to put the colours that I've used over there, and when I finish filming, I can write the list down and go and edit it into the description. All right, what else is there? And some white. We've got some white. We'll come back to that. All right, get over here. I'll show you the what we're going to do now, all right? And someone said me wheels are noisy, but bloody hell. That's what I've designed on my iPad. I might put a bit more lower stuff in the front, but it's just giving me an idea how I can work my colours out with the sun going down, bit of a moon subject, and some neon reflections in that water as you get. I've been to Hong Kong city skyline, and beautiful in the water there, eh? Very beautiful. All right, so, but this is just one out of my head. You can do your own city if you like, or a popular city if you like. Okay, where are we? So we're going to get there. Now, I want to turn out which light. That's all right. Now, I'm going to grab my 2-inch synthetic brush, my applicating brush, and I'm just wondering, how have I not, see, I forget what I do sometimes. I might not need this all. Oh, bugger it. We'll see how we go. We're live. All right, here we go. So we've got our... Now people, if you can't find something, like someone just mentioned there before, they can't find retarder at Hobby Lobby, not to worry. Just remember, if you cannot find anything in a brick and mortar shop, everything is available online. All right, you can always, it doesn't matter what country it comes from, it's available online. Now I'm just retarding up this soft body paint with retarder just to condition my canvas. And like I said, when I get a chance, I'll try and acknowledge some of your comments there. And I want to get this onto my canvas. This is a canvas panel that I made, 30 by 42 centimetres or 32 by 40 centimetres, one or the other, I forget. Now this is just virtually put a layer onto my canvas there. This is a toothed canvas. I love painting on a toothed canvas. Now I'm just brushing those strokes and all that paint level and even and sinking it into the cloth so we've got a beautiful even surface to muck around on. All right, and then I'll do the water later. I'll do it in two halves. So now this brush is quite dirty, so over here I've got to go and clean her out, so come with me. Got everything here. I've got my flapping bucket. Like I said before in other videos, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, this is an opportunity where you can give me the thumbs up and share it to your social media platform. All right, back over here. All right, now we're going to grab the Indian yellow. Down onto the palette here. Now I want a blending brush, which I've got. I want to pick up this yellow. The yellow is going to be the first colour in the setting sun. So it's pretty much a setting sun on this cityscape. All right. And just remember, you got buildings roughly here. So this needs to be about there. So I want to concentrate it there. Oh, look at that, I'm loving that. I'm just gonna, I'm doing it in an archway. Get it out to there and stop. See how that's gradiated through to that white? Done, too easy. Should I wipe the brush? I'll just wipe it for now. So I'm just going to wipe the paint off that. How long has this been going for? 12 minutes, good stuff. We've got, what, 48 people watching. Now I'm picking up the quinacridone magenta. Let's hope this is a good red. These don't have retarder in them. All that stuff that I put there with the soft body's got the retarder in it. Retarder is something that keeps this paint wet longer, slows down the drying time. All right, now we're going to put this colour there, slice it into that yellow. If we've done too much red, we can bring the yellow back. That'll do. Now I want to slice it into some more of that yellow. Now that white retarded surface, that's allowed me to do all this. If it was just a dry canvas, dry acrylic paints, depending on how you work, you're going to have a hard time trying to achieve it. So I find it very easy. I'm just wiping the build up off that with the retarder. Now we're picking up, I'm using phthalo blue. We want a dark sky up the top. It's getting dark. Using my 2-inch synthetic brush and get this right on her. You don't want this too light. And it'll mix a bit purpley and whatever with that red. I'm going up. There we go. Now I'm going to wipe that brush again and then pick up the black, the Mars black. get the top of this, the night sky colour. Okay, in we go. And then this can come down. I don't want to put too much of this into that blue. So I'm going to get it there. Wipe the brush, the build-up off the brush. Oh, see, that's why I wear gloves. So many people ask, why do you wear gloves? I hate that paint all in my hands. And also, because I paint, and a lot of, well, 99% of my paintings are filmed, it's a visual for the camera as well. It's something colourful to look at. Okay, I've got them there. I've got them there. 1, 2, 3, 4 colours. I'm just grabbing a blending brush, something I use from the hardware. I want to start with the bottom colours first. Get this into that, wipe it, that into that, wipe it, and that into that, so as we don't get any contamination. So this is, why has that got blue on it? You know why? I touched the end of the brush with my hand full of paint. Yeah, so I'm just going to contaminate that with a bit of the, I just stabbed it into the yellow there to uncontaminate it. Going to have a bit of a green tinge there now, you dilly-dally. Anyway, I want to blend this into that quinacridone magenta. Wiping it as I go, and I'm getting rid of all these ugly, weird brush marks. Okay, now we're going to start hitting the blue into the quinacridone magenta. Okay, wiping it as we go. Where's my paper towel? So there we go. Look at all that on there. Wiping my blending brush over here. I'm not going to touch the yellow now. Okay. Now your sky can have clouds in it if you want. Wipe that. And we'll get this blue. I'm just stamping it on and off now, getting those brush strokes out so they're like little dimplets. Beautiful. And now we'll go to the black and blend that into there. Let's hope this cityscape gets approval from the people out there. Why I say that, it's a building structure. A lot of buildings need approval. I'll tell you what, there's a bit of glare there, isn't there, Ian? Right, get this turmoiled into that blue. Now it's up to you how much you frig dig around and blend these colours together. Okay, I'm kind of limited to what I can do because I've got to get on with the film and the video, okay? All right, that's pretty much it. Now, I'm going to close that curtain. Getting a bit of filtered glare in there, and I'm just looking at the monitor while I turn on the light. Whoop, wrong one. That'll be all right. Alrighty, what have we got there? Now I've got to go and clean this brush. Hello everyone from Egypt, Mary Smith. 63 people watching, says Angela Young. Hit the like button. Yes, we've only got 23 likes. Don't be shy and hit the like button. It costs you nothing to do that. It costs you nothing to watch me as well. Where else are we? We've got some Celeste Watson. G'day Celeste Watson, how are you? All right, now this brush is pretty much done for now. So I'm going to wash him. So back over here. So as he'll be, if I need him again, he's ready to rock and roll. Oh, I didn't look at the clock when I started. It's 9 AM in the morning here where I am. Thursday morning. Thursday morning here, 9 AM. All right, now what are we going to do now? Oh, we're going to put some night elements in there. So we've got our white titanium here. That's why I grabbed this earlier. I'll go down to the palette here. So we've got our white titanium. And we want a very clean blending brush. So I've got another one here. And we want to put her on a brush. So I might use my small fan brush. Now I'm going to have a moon about here. I want a moon about here, so I would like to put some kind of elements there to suit the moon. Hello, Electra, all the way from Texas. All right, so my moon's going to be there. So what I'll do is I'll just, from the middle, this is where my moon's going to be, in the middle of this glary spot, all right? That's the house for the moon. Put that down there. Now we want to blend that. Stop touching the brush with painty fingers, Ian. This is just going to be my glare for the moon. All right. So we don't want a moon bigger than the glare. We want to use an appropriate size. That's good enough. Now also, while you've got that fan brush going, I'll just wipe it, wash it and wipe it. I might get some kind of evening skies in here, so I'm going to have some, I want something over here. So we'll get a cloud on. I'm just going to come straight off the canvas there with that. All right. And then I want to blend this, get the turmoil going. I'm stamping it on and off and then just giving it some turmoil. And as I do that, I'll create a bum, the flat, where's my paper towel? These flat bottoms keep them even in the sky. They don't look crooked. And they give you the illusion that they're going over your head as well. Instead of having clouds looking flat against your whole painting, we're giving them some sort of coming at you effect when you get used to putting bums and bottoms on them in the right ways, okay? How's that looking in there? That's not too bad. Where are we? I want to tickle the tops a little bit. Now, I won't worry about putting yumminess on these because it's picking up the night colours in the sky. There we go. Well, you can if you want, if you really want. There's something there. So we've got a bum on it. The bottom. Now, we'll probably just for the art's sake, put another cloud in there. So, where are we? We've got, I want these ones. Long, like this. Keep them straight. So I've got one there, one about here. The buildings are going to cover some of these up. These are great little clouds to do. They add dimension and, what do you call it? Perspective to your painting. I find they're beautiful. Just long linear lines like that. Mix them up, match them up, mix them up a bit, mix them up. Just like that. Grab yourself the blending brush. And if anything, actually I'll grab a smaller one. I've got a smaller one here. Just lightly tap and blend the bottoms, smudging them, keeping them long and lineal, and get that bled right out into there like that. Wipe your brush, do another one. But don't lay them all on like I did just here. I did this for the demonstration. You might not have time to quickly blend them, and then you'll be saying to yourself, what did I do wrong? There's one down there. This is just background stuff behind the building, so to make the sky look beautiful, because like I said, the sky's the hero in this painting. Okay, I've finally got a timer on there to work out how long I've been painting for. 24 minutes, yeah, it's not too bad. All right, get rid of that there. Griffiths, Georgia. Okay, Randy. G'day, Randy. How you going? I just looked down and read your comment coming through. That looks great. Wish I could do that, brother. Thank you very much, Randy. Can you say hi to me? There you go. How you going, Randy? Randy Hightower. You must be a tall bugger, eh, Randy? Gisela P, thank you for the reminder, Linda. Thank you very much for joining us, Gisela. All right, the sky's pretty much done. Let's grab our moon. And I like using these pounces. You've got so many different sizes in here. And I'm just kind of looking for the right one for the moon. That one there. Okay, so I'll show you. I'll put that back on my wall there, my curtain wall. Now I've got a pouncer and I'm going to have me round moon there. So we're going to pick up the white paint here. Now watch the difference here. I'm going to show you something. This is titanium white out of the tube. It's the good quality structured thicker paint, but there's not much on there. I always like to add some of the craft paint. Oh, look at that big blob. Don't want that much. There we go. Now we've got a lot to transfer. You don't want to just do that on your board and get all these bubbly things. You need some sort of twist as you put it on there. Practice doing these. They're a lot of good fun. And now I'm going to pick up some of the black, mix it with the white. Just where are we? Somewhere. See, that's another reason why I wear my gloves as well. Okay. What have we got there? Blue Smurf. Sorry, mate, I'm just learning. Don't ever be sorry when you're learning. When you're learning, you ask as many questions as you want. And if people can't appreciate be patient with you, they shouldn't be teaching. I don't know what you're sorry about. Maybe I missed it up the top there. See what I've done there? I've just done that on the pouncer because I want some sort of loveliness with me moon, so let's get that on there. And I'm going to put it on where do I want the light? I'll probably do it this side, facing into the painting. A little bit of a twist. Let's see how that's looking. Beautiful, good enough. I don't know if you can see it without the glare, but we've got white and grey and it's looking good. And I'm just going to grab some more white now and put a bit more on the whiter side of the moon. And also what I like to do is get my finger now and you can just kind of manipulate and blend that and you sort of get that moon surface happening there. That's good enough. Looks quite good. I'll leave that alone. Sometimes you can muck with things too much. All right. Now back over here, we're up to that part, so I'll zoom in there so you can see me picture there. So we've pretty much done our sky element and our moon element. Now we'll get the tape on there. And it's up to you, like I said, what city you do. Okay, where are we? There, get there. So that can be dry. While I dry it, I'll read some comments. Tabitha Williams. Hello, Tabitha Williams. Sheila, looks great. Looks like Chicago. Yeah, no, the city skyline anyway, I've just done out of my head. I've got a program in my iPad where I can do digital art, and I'm designing a lot of my paintings now in there, seeing how the colour layouts go together, and I pick a subject, I do a doodle of a picture, I lay it in there, then I start adding the colours and detailing it a bit like that photo I've just shown you there. And that's hence how I create my originals. All right, that's looking dry enough. That's not too bad. Now we'll put some low-tack tape roughly where the horizon line is. Where did I have it before? Somewhere about here. Somewhere about here. Keep these level. You don't want them a bit too crooked, eh? If you get it crooked, instead of people giving you that bullshit look about your painting, they'll be telling you it's not All right, just simple black, simple black, I think. Now we want some flat brushes for this, and we want the paint a little bit on the damp side, so it's going to transfer very well. And like I said, even if you've mapped in your buildings before you paint them on, but I'm just going to freehand these, roughly go by what I've done on my digital art there. Okay, what do we got there? We got Pam Kowalski. Make it look so easy, which tackles and like that. Thank you very much, Pam. Carol from Chicago, Milwaukee. All right. All right, so now I'm just loading up my brush. Because see, why I picked the flats, look, you can get all sorts of corners. Look at that onto your canvas there, okay? That's why I like to use a flat. Now what we can do is also work out where you want your tools and your middle. So we're going to pretty much have them, I want to leave some of the lovely sky there, but if anything, it's going to have the tall ones in the middle. So, where are we? I better move these glasses out the way, otherwise my stick will knock them over. So, I want one about there. Let's make sure this is reasonably level. Okay, so I've got my bullshit stick there, and I'm just going to show you why. We'll bring this one right up into the sky there. You probably can't see it at the moment, but someone asked me in one of my Friday night lives, there's a straight line, all right? Pretty straight, I reckon. I'll go on this side so you can see. Now, these are going to be my actual building layout. I'm mapping in the buildings now. This will just be one side of them. So we want some about there. Get on there, you dog. There you go. Something about there. Maybe something there. Just remember, sometimes the end ones can still go a little bit higher than the inner ones, but if anything, the inner ones are the higher ones. Oh, my Vegemite jar's in the way. I'll get a real big one up there. All right, something down here, something little, and another little one there, and maybe something a bit taller out here. So I'm pretty much mapping in the little blights. There we go. I'll put my stick down. I'm going to do the rest freehand, but I just wanted to show, because someone was asking, how can I get straight lines without taping it or without doing it freehand? You can do it like that. Now, this is where you might need different size flats. What have we got here? That's a bit dead, that one. Excuse me a minute. I've got to try and find a better flat because I've only got one size. What have we got over here? We've got that one there. Thank you very much. Yeah, that might do it. All right. Now, this is just simple black. I've wetted it down a bit. Now I want, you know what? I need the other brush. I'll let you look down here so you're not so bored. Because that one's a bit wide, so I'll pick up this one. Because I want some of the buildings. Look at buildings. Use different buildings to add into your skyline if you want to. Or like I said, paint a popular skyline. Now I want a pretty much a point. So that's my, I've made at least one side of that the straight edge. The other side's going to be the other side that I paint on. All right, so I want the typical peaky building there. And he's coming down. Oh my goodness. And that's why I dried the underneath, because this black will have trouble staying black on top of those bright colours. It'll start growing up. Now see that's how it's breaking. I'm just adding more water into the brush, getting it a little bit more inky. We'll bring that up again. Turn it over. There you go. Oh, we've got one building. I'll just get that side done. Now you can use your stick, mask it up, whatever. I'm just doing this freehand. We'll make this building just like a square one. Now what I'm doing, I'm mapping all these lines that I'll put in, and then I'm going to gap fill the middle bits with other buildings. So I'll just show you in between these two what I mean. That way if people are watching and they can't wait till the end, they got an idea. So I'm going to be doing that to all of these, but you use your flat one and you pretty much little gaps, big gaps like this, okay? I'm just noticing that paint's looking a bit transparent. I might have watered it down too much. And you fill in the gaps, but very levelly. There's all different sorts of buildings out there. Okay, so we'll get onto it. That's the only thing with these lives. You're you got to wait till I finish all the boring bits. But I suppose for those beginners out there, you're learning something on all this free content here. Oh, I don't like that way that building's looking. He's looking a bit fat. I'm just doing anything here. And then later on, we're going to map in the lights and the windows and stuff. That's what makes all these buildings come alive as well. Wow. I didn't realise maybe this wasn't a good subject to do live. It's going to take a bit mapping all this in. Get some more water on there. Go. What else we got here? We got a lot of little ones in between there as well. And don't forget, some buildings can be shaped with dimension and roundness to them. They don't have to be flat, square blocks. And some buildings you don't want just a flat line across your horizon line. You want the imagination where there's buildings all in front and behind each other, not just a row of buildings there like a fence, you know what I mean? Oh, I'll get some more water on there. How long have we been going for? 38 minutes, that's not too bad. I kind of like me lives to get about an hour, but after the hour mark, I'm pretty much finished. But if they go longer than that, I don't mind. But I don't like them to drag on for several hours, if I can help it. Just get that out there. That's working great. You might have another brush that you discover works great for you, but I just find this flat works all right for me. See, don't ever leave, if I'm finding, I feel that the gaps there need filling in. I'm trying to think in my head just another shape of a building. We'll do one out here like this. Do another one there with a bit of an angle. Some of the shorter ones are even fatter than the taller ones. Oh, I know one I can do, sort of like, I'll make this one there. You know how some buildings they get wider as they get to the bottom. Yeah, like that. If this needs any detailing, I might detail it later off camera, but I'll get the gist of it out there for you for the show here. There's another building behind there. Let's move along a bit there. They've got those weird ones in Asian countries. They got that nice one in Seattle. They got arches. I don't know what I did just there. Come on, let's get this going, Ian. We'll get that all the way across there, wet the brush. Okay, wet this, get all that blocked in there. Just something we're going to have to put windows in. I did before of filming, I did a cityscape years ago. It never got filmed, but it was just like a practice thing, working out how I can get everything done in it. And what I did, I painted all the multicolours on, and then I painted in these buildings, but leaving the windows uncoloured, and that's what created the lights within it. So we got pretty much a skyline there. We got all sorts of stuff happening there, okay? Now that's pretty much it. Now you also, to make a building look building-like, they have their towers and antennas and whatnots on them as well. So pick the ones that you think want the antennas. I'm going to try this brush and just see how it goes. If it's too fat, I'll try it down here first. Oh, it's going to work, but I'm going to have a big blob in the middle of it. I don't want that. So what I'll do is I'll grab a liner brush. Okay, and I'll get some antennas stuff here. And some of them have busy stuff as well. So I've got that one there. Oh, a little bit crooked. That one there. And just remember, some of them have more than one antenna. Like that. Like that. Some of them have notice boards on the tops of them. It's just adding elements of fun and whatnot to you. Some of them have visual, what do you call it, air conditioning units that you can see there. So you can see what they're doing. Now this one here is a big building. I'll make his one a lot bigger. Okay, not too carried away, Ian. Probably this one here would have a nice antenna on it. Just one like that. All right, so we've got our antennas on there, okay? Looking okay. Where are we? I'll soak those brushes now. Now what we need, we've got some colours on our palette that we had before. We have the neons. Let me dry that black paint. Now I'm only going to put a couple of windows in some buildings just to give you the gist of it. If I sit here all day painting dots and that all over these buildings, you know, there'll be nobody left watching the video by the time I'm finished, okay? So I'll just do a couple so you get an idea. And we also want white and fluoro colours. Someone asked, well, how do I store my paints? There you go, that's how I store them. Now I'm looking for fluoro colours. So we've got a quinacridone red violet, we've got dioxazine purple, a good old yellow, but not light. I want a yellow mid. Yellow mid, some blues, we've got some blue up there. What other colours? Got red. I want just a simple red. Here we go, and a simple red. These are going to be those lights that shine down in the you know, the water here from the neons. So we'll put a couple of neons on the top of these buildings as well. So when we're doing the water, we've got some magical stuff to happen inside our water as well. All right. So I've dried that. I'm going to do just a bit of a window first, bit of windowing stuff first, okay? So we need some more titanium white. Get on there. There we go. Now what I would like to do, because we need it a bit, not too inky, but I'm just flattening it out onto my palette there. And I'm going to wet my brush. It'll help if you can see what I'm doing. I just flattened out the white paint there. Now I'm wetting my brush. Just something, you can even use I've got a white paint pen. I might finish it off in that, but I'm just going to show you for this tutorial's sake. So get your paint reasonably wet. I'll just grab my glasses over there. And there's our building. Work out. Now not every light in the place is on as well, remember? So we got a couple of it's just a matter of being, don't have them willy-nilly like stars in the sky. They're in straight lines, but they're the floors that are being left on. Get some indicating this edge of the building. Pick up some more. Okay. And what you'll do with the buildings in the, oh, I nearly hit the black then. In the background, like you have some here, stop to allow that structure in front of it to carry on like that. And sometimes there might be a long line and some other dots. See, this building's way in the background. I'm going to make his dots a bit smaller. This is like, reminds me of one in Bangkok. But that's way in the background, that one. Like this building here is coming in front of that one. So I'll put the line of windows here, coming down there to indicate that building's there. I could stop about there because it's pushing this one back now. And then this one can have these lights on as well. This is probably a time-consuming painting, but remember, paintings don't have to be done quick because they live on the wall forever. And it's pointless having a painting that's going to be on your wall forever, and you look at it and think, why did I, or why did that person rush that beautiful painting? Because the time it takes to paint it is less than what it's ever going to last on your wall. Okay, so you see what I mean? We're getting some lights on in there. That's okay, Rachel, come in late. Doesn't matter if you're not in at the beginning of the show. It's always available on replay as well. Hit the subscribe button and the notifications in the link below. Now we're going to put some lights on some of these. I'm putting some lights in some of these antennas, but they're going to have some other lights in them as well, different coloured ones for the aeroplanes. Let's do this one here. I'll get something around there. I'm just making this up. Hopefully it looks good. I'll be very surprised if it does resemble an actual city in the world. Okay, so that'll be pretty much all my lights for now. I'll do the rest off camera. Let's get some of the neons happening. So those colours that I picked out before, where we got there, you sort of get a gist of what's going to happen. Okay, we've got the aerials there. They're going to have some neon lights on them as well. So these colours we picked as well. I'll get some of that onto the palette here. This one here. Don't need too much of this. Here I am putting big blobs there. A lot of paints in this one. A lot of colours, but it's a very colourful painting. Nice yellow. And some, this is just primary red I've got here. Where are we? It'll help if I bring the camera around a little bit more. There we go. Now, and we've got white. These need to be primed with white, otherwise they won't stick out the way they need to. So that's just that craft paint there, that soft body paint. Now what I'm going to do is grab that brush that I did all my little lights with. And don't forget, some buildings have neon tubing on them and everything like that as well. So where I put this white is where I'm going to have coloured lights. And I want some of them, like I remember in Hong Kong they had lights everywhere. So we're going to put a colour here. That's a neon there, big neon sign light or whatever. And some of the tops of these are just pretty much neoned as well. Oh, the hands are shaking along here. See, just like that, work it out where you want these neon lights. And some buildings like this might have neon. He's got strips of neon coming down him. Just on one side we'll do it. I might look stupid at the moment, but don't worry, it'll come into play. Neon. Where are you? I'm looking in my reference picture just to give me some sort of reference here. And where are we here? It's a bit lower than the top. And maybe something down here. Behind there. Oh, and this one up here. So this one might have tubes of neon coming up like this, just to be something different. Now you need this white there for those colours to stand out on, okay? If you didn't put the white there, some of your darker neon colours won't show. So I've got to dry that. They've got to be dry. So just dry that. These are just elements you can add into a city skyline. So many different ways you can do them, but these are just different elements you can add to mix them up and change them up a bit, okay? Now grab that brush again and then work out. So we've got red. Now you want your brush very wet. Let's do some red ones first. And you know what? I forgot to put the tops where the red's got to go. So, sorry, these are going to have lights on them for the aeroplanes. So you want... So we're not finished yet, bugger it. So where we're going to have the lights as well, we want white there, otherwise the red won't stick out. That one's going to have a nice light on there, yep. This one. I'll have some lights down here as well, maybe. That'll do. Now I'm picking up the red. I'll quickly dry those dots. I'll come back to them last. I'll do the neons. So now we want to do our neon signs, all right? So let's get back over here. Work out where you want red ones. Actually, there's not many red ones I want for neons. I picked that up because I was going to do the lights. So we'll do some of the bluey colours. What's this? We got dioxazine purple. We want some of that. We'll make a neon colour. See, there we go. There's a neon colour. Okay, so I'm going to just dab on. See the big amount of paint I use just for my little things? I got carried away, eh? So we want some neons. I'll put one here. I didn't even put a white there. See the difference? We'll make this one a neon. Just mix them up a bit. We might put a little bit of neon in there because I'll change that up a bit. This one's quite dark, so I might be able to get some on there without the white, but definitely the red, you're going to need it. Because you need all these beautiful things happening in the water reflections. And where else can we go? We'll probably put something down the side of this building. Just like that. All right, now we'll change the colour up. I haven't read many of your comments, sorry. Tabitha Williams, hello Tabitha. How would your fluoro paint go as neon? How would fluoro paints go as neon? Well, they're either neon or fluoro. Fluoro neon light, they're neon lights, yeah. So we're going to add some yellow ones now. So a bit of yellow down there. See that yellow? It's popping. I'll put a bit there. Looks a bit dead compared to that. Where else do I don't want so much yellow because I've got enough yellow in the background. Let's grab some of this quinacridone magenta. I'm just mixing it up with some of the white. Yeah, that's a nice neon colour. What am I saying? Fluoro. Get some of that up there. blue. I want that blue. Where did the blue go? I want some of the phthalo blue. That looks beautiful. I want this one. No, that's in the blue there. I'll do that different. You can see why I didn't put all the windows in, because I'd still be doing them. To me, if anything, most of this is a blue neon. Some there, some there. Use your imagination. I want the reddy one there, so we'll put the red there. Bit of a red where the blue is. Oh, a bit of a pinky red. What else have we got there? So I want to see, I've got red background there, so I'm going for the blue neon colours in that area so they don't clash. Okay, I was nearly going to put the blue up here, but the blue background will be clashing with it. Some of them can be doubled up or whatever. Once I've detailed this with more windows, it's going to look quite alright. Well, I hope so anyway. Get some... Anyway, I'm getting to the bottom bit now because I've got to finish this off camera. But you could get an idea how our city skyline's going. Oh, we've got to also put those red aeroplane light warning lights in there as well. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm just quickly dotting in another building here. Let's grab that red, the primary red that I had on that same brush. Is that camera there? Yeah. Now let's turn these lights on. A nice red light. It's for the aeroplanes to see. See how the white makes it stand out? And this one here will be a beauty because it's right in front of that mist. This one's got no white on it, might not look as good. But anyway, how's that looking? Yeah, we're getting the cluster of buildings happening there, okay? So that's pretty much... I want to work on the bottom now, so I'm going to take my tape off. Alright. How long have we been going for? So just on an hour now, and I haven't even done the bottom. What colour do I want to do the water? I might just do it turquoise, forgive me, because I love turquoise. So I'm going to use the turquoise just for the water down below. So I have some turquoise here. I'll get some of that out. There we go. Now I want a little bit of retarder in that. Not too much, just a little bit. Let's mix all that up. Now you put whatever colour, flavour, water for the bottom half, if you want it lighter or darker, silvery blue or brighter blue. I'm just going to go for this with some dark and light elements in it, just so we can pull down those neon reflections there. It's coming along beautifully, says Cynthia Snow. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Can't wait, Tabitha Williams. All right, so we will... Is that dry? That's all right. I'm going to use my bullshit stick because I'll get a straight line there without using tape. But if you want, dry yours and put tape there. Now, where are we? There we go. I'll get it down a bit. And I want to get this against there. Look at that, nice straight line. Now that's picking up some of the yellow, but this is water, so it doesn't matter if it has a greeny. There we go. Pick up some more of that now and paint the water in. I'm going to have a look in the monitor in a minute just to see. That's not a bad contrast, those two colours. This for the water side, it's not too bad. A little bit more, come on. Now, if anything, the top part of this water, which is the bits under the building, that's going to be brighter from the city lights. So I'm massaging that in the way I did in the beginning with the white soft body paint. Now I want to pick up some darks as well, so I'll just wipe the paint off that brush. I still have some phthalo blue there. No, she's hardened up. It had no, it didn't have retarder in it anyway. That's why it went not hard, but it was dried a lot quicker. So we'll pick up some phthalo blue. I just wiped the brush. I didn't clean it, and we'll get some shadowy bands within the water there. And then pull them across. Hang on, let's take these glasses off, Ian. I don't need them. I've got my contacts in. I was wondering why I couldn't see properly. So we got some darker. And remember, work your darks and lights. If you over darkened it, add the lights back. And if you over lightened it, add your darks back. Now I'm going to wipe that brush again. Just pick up some of the flow white, the soft white I had there, and maybe dance out that side, closest to the city. Wipe the brush. Now flow white's very thin. It doesn't have much grunt to it. It might even wash right into the painting there. There we go. Get it reasonably straight, but wash it in there. Just so you got that hint of lighter colours there. And you can probably, if you want, put... No, that's fine. So I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'll quickly get the moon reflection in there. All right, so we've done that. Grab any brush, something soft. I'm going to use just a, this is just a filbert, flat filbert. My moon's there, so I want to get a reasonably straight line here and stamp it on, that way you're not mixing the paint. There we go. Now this is just that craft paint. It might wash. Yeah, it's not very strong. See that? So I will use, so you'll see the difference, titanium white. And that'll stay there better. I'm even going to use my finger. So where's my moon? Moon's there. This has got more body to it. Here we go. Stamp it on. That'll do. Push it out. And once you've done that, finish your water off all the way across. There we go. That's it. That'll do for our moon reflection in the water. Okay, now we're looking at the neon lights. We need those colours in the water. Okay, we're not going to do a full reflection of the building because it won't need it. Now we want a little brush, probably a little filbert. Grab those colours that we had before And we want a pull down brush, something to pull these reflections down. So I've got one ready. And we want our, so I'm going to get the red. And we've got one about there. If anything, they're long. So I'm going to quickly get these red lights in. Just where I feel they are. They've got a bit of white mixed into it. Get on there, you. How's that looking? I've got to add all the other colours yet, so don't worry about where's all our reds. There, there, and there. I might have to put that moon back. Because I know with the neon lights that I've seen, they really shine down. Where's the purples? We've got one about there. We've got one about there. Come on. We've got one about there. Get it the right shade purple then, so that's a little bit different there. We got one about there and something up there. Now I'll just pull those down. Okay, wash the brush. And what else have we got? Oh, we've got the blue, where's the phthalo blue? How's this going to look in there with the blue water? Who knows? Might work. Pull them down. Yeah, they're not really there, are they? I'll do them a really whitey blue because of the colour of the water. So where were they? Yeah, this colour. This will make them pop. There we go. And what else is missing? Some other colours are missing. Oh, that purple. Oh, we got it there. Got it there. I might put some yellow in there just to break it up. Where's my medium-sized flat brush that I had? I want to get some of the white, this grey colour that we had here. I'm trying to get black. There we go. We needed a little bit more blacker than that. Not that much though. There we go. Now I want to kiss some of the buildings. Stamp it on just like so. Just like so. Try not to cover out all your... Oh, that brush is filthy. Where's the one I just had? There it is. Maybe a little bit darker. We'll go as we go. So we want to... Just something to, because where the actual buildings are hitting, I'll get it straight, Ian. I'm going to put some other stuff in front, you know, like convention centres and things like that they normally have at the front of city skylines. This is just giving the actual decent shadow within the water. Okay, we'll come along here. So you can see the difference. When I went over here it was light, and this one's a bit darker, so the darker grey worked better for the painting than what the lighter grey did. You know, opera houses or whatever. Now we'll quickly put our moon reflection back, but that's looking city-like, I feel. Where are we? White. I'm trying to get the moon back. Lost this moon. This moon's died so many times. Oh, don't go all the way across there, you idiot. That'll do it. And I'm just pulling some of this across that way as well. There we go. Now, that's pretty much what we need to do. I feel I can darken up some of the neon colours there. So it's a matter of me darkening those up. In the foreground there, which is the black, where did I put the black? There it is. And like I said, you want to put, you know, they normally have ferry service jetties in a city, and so we'll come a bit below the horizon line there, and we're going to put bits of other stuff. I'm going to do that, but off camera, because we'll be here forever and a day, right? Just to bring, so it doesn't look like a skinny thing sitting on the water. It's sort of coming out at us, okay? So where are we? 76 minutes. What have we got there? Where are we? I need to, where's my mouse? Sorry for a minute, I just got to grab the mouse. There we go. All right, so I'm going to detail this a bit more off camera. All right, and I hope it's something you can use in your paintings. What have we got there? Late to the party, says Doug. Angela Young, Marilyn Lynch. G'day, Marilyn Lynch. Lords. Oh, that's a language I can't speak. Lovely, lovely. Randy Hightower. I think it's a pleasure watching you. Absolutely beautiful, brother. Thank you very much. So like I said, and just so you'll get a gist of it, I'll put a bit there so as you'll know, because everything's still a bit wet. So we want pretty much like this. And of course, this will have certain layers of light in it as well. Bits can be back to the horizon line and then back out there like that. Okay. Maybe something, I'll just fix that up there. And we'll have maybe the convention centres out here somewhere. So I will detail this off camera when I get the time. And all my paintings are available for sale, my tutorials. There'll be a link in the description below for the replay. And it'll show you what's available for sale. And at the moment they're 69 US dollars. That includes postage to your door. How's that going there? Probably something out here. It's like, see here where I added the shadow, we can put that back. Beautiful. Sometimes they have freeways running in front of the city skyline as well. Hong Kong is a beautiful city. Look it up on Google Images, Hong Kong Island. It's probably got a lot of nice neon light ideas you can use for your painting as well. But anyway, you see what I've done there? I've added all this now in front of the horizon line, so it doesn't look, it's sort of coming at us. So when I add different lights in there, it'll all come to play. We'll add our lights in there. You can even, if you want, I won't do it in this, but you can put a shooting star or a comet. Sheila, Carolyn, Tabitha, Bev Sellers, hey Sheila, everyone's talking to everyone, that's great. I'll get my people to contact your people and ask Ian to paint another one, says Celeste Watson. Yeah, we've all got our own people, eh? So what else is there? While I'm going for it, while the paint's still wet, I feel the neon lights aren't quite popping in that water the way I want them to. I'm going to try and add some more. Boom. Where'd my pull down brush go? Where'd you go? There you go. Yeah, what have I got? A yellow one out there, eh? Let's maybe see if we can get him in there. Where'd that one go? There. Red, so I need to mix up some red with the white just to get a neon red colour, because those reds are really got a pop. And there's another one about there. That's, well, we've already got the water the colour of most of the neons were going to be, so that didn't work out too well, did it? So think for your watercolour. This quinacridone magenta is not really making the greatest, it's pretty much red, neon colour. But anyway, that's something I can detail off camera. So I haven't signed it yet, but I'll just see what it looks like with a frame on there. Cityscape. Yeah, it's not going to look too bad. It'll be a good idea if you did your own city, actually. That way you can hang it on your wall with pride. But that's not too shabby, eh? So don't forget, I'm going to put me lights in there. And when it's finished, I'll post a photo up on my group page. And be sure to check the links in the description below, because if you're not a member of my art group page, you can hit the link below and request to become a member. Where are we? Okay. And that's where you can get to contact me, you can post your art, and a lot of people help people out there. It's a very great group. Get used to the admin girls and the announcements in there. All right, it's not bad. What else have we got here? Just looking at myself in the monitor, I look like I'm Sheila. I don't blame you, Angela. I love Ian's art. Thank you very much, Sheila. Celeste Watson, great idea, Marilyn. Sheila March. On my wall says Sheila March. You want an Ianapolis painting on your wall? Go to the link in the description below. When they're not in there yet if you're watching the live, but later on when I've finished this live, I'll put them in there. And there'll be a link for my art available for sale, and you can see which subjects you might like and which one you like to buy. All right. Beautiful. Fill in the gaps. Good suggestion, Marilyn. All right, so yeah, I'm looking at it in the monitor. It doesn't look too bad in the frame there as well. All right. So thank you very much for watching this video today. And remember, if you like what I do, you tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, don't tell me, tell everybody, all right? All the best. Goodbye, good luck, and good on ya. Yeah, that's the end of me live. Now, normally it's edited out, but I've got to turn the thing off. So, we'll say Uru from the Guru.